And anyone who joins in the chat will also be joined into the raffle. And what will you win? Well, it's very exciting. We have this CD, which is the only one left in the world. You know. So you can sell it on eBay afterwards for quite a lot of money. Bob Kenward, The Struggling Vine. Okay. And because it's Christmas, we haven't got a loo roll. We've got a chocolate orange. That's good. I'm going to sing a song which I learnt from Ewan McCall. And it's called the Handsome Cabin Boy. And it has the best euphemism you will ever hear in your entire life. Yeah. Mm. Is that all I need to tell you about it? Yeah, I think so. It's of a fearless female, as you will understand, whose mind was turned to travelling unto some foreign land. She's dressed herself in sailor's clothes, or so it would appear, and hired with the captain to serve him for a year. She hired with the captain a cabin boy to be. The winds, they were in favour, and soon they set to sea. The captain's lady was on board, and seemed it to enjoy. So pleased the captain had employed a handsome cabin boy. Nimble and did her duty well, but hark what happened after, as she herself can tell. The captain's lady stole a kiss and wished that she could toy, but the captain found the secret of the handsome cabin boy. Her cheeks were red and rosy, her hair hung down in curls. The sailors often smiled and said, he looks just like a girl. But eating captain's biscuits her colour did destroy, and the waist did swell on fearless Nell, the handsome cabin boy. 'Twas in the Bay of Biscay our gallant ship did plough. One night among the sailors there came a dreadful row. They tumbled from their hammocks, for sleep it did destroy, and cursed about the moaning of the handsome cabin boy. Oh doctor, the cabin boy did cry, my time has come, I am undone, and surely I must die. The doctor came a-running and smiled at all the fun. To think a sailor boy should have a daughter or a son. Heard the news, they all did stand and stare. The child belonged to none of them, they solemnly all did swear. The captain's lady said to him, my dear, I wish you joy, for it's either you or I betrayed the handsome cabin boy. And each man took his tot of rum and drank to better trade, and likewise to the cabin boy, who is neither man nor maid. His hoping wars won't come again, our sailors to destroy, and he's hoping for a jolly lot more like the handsome cabin boy. okay. Oops. I think you got away with it, John. Yeah. Okay, right now, I'd like to introduce to the stage, please, Bob Kenward, who is the only person who sings songs ruder than me, and Steve Morehan. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Nice of you to brave the conditions outside. For those that can't see it, the sun is shining. There are walruses on the beach. There's a lot of things going on in Cliftonville tonight. So we're very fortunate that you've chosen to come along here. Ruder than you, Morag? Surely not. Oh, dear. Organising the trust. We decided to go back to Christmas time, only this time, it's Christmas time 1834. And what happens around about then was that the Poor Law came in, and almost immediately a lot of people had very bad Christmases indeed. The thrashing had gone, they didn't have any income at all, and it was a really rough time. But this is a song that comes from the collecting of Roy Palmer, and we used it in the show about Captain Swing, the rise of Captain Swing. It has, like all these poverty songs, an extremely nice chorus. So if you'd like to sing along with the chorus, please do. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. There never was such hard times seen in England before. An alternative to the Steel Eye Span version. It has got 37 verses. We're only going to sing 5 of them. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. There never was such hard times seen in England before. Write yourselves. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. Come people all, both great and small, come listen to me rhymes. I'll sing to you a verse or two concerning of the times. The butchers and the bakers have come to one decision, with the millers and the Quakers on the price of provision. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. The man who speculates in corn will purchase all he can. He's nothing but a traitor to the honest working man. And I am sure before the poor shall have it under price, he'll keep it in his granary, all for the rats and mice. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. They talk about the market boys, but that is all my eye. Their fortune it is made and banked, we may lay down and die. You need not look for honesty amongst a bunch of elves. The market's but a policy, they keep it to themselves. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. to a shambles, there's mutton and beef enough. At 7p a pound, you will find it rather tough. Come by, it is the cry, resounds from stall to stall. If you go to eat it, keep your number to the wall. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. So people all, both great and small, come listen to my rhymes. I'll sing to you a verse or two concerning of the times. Provision make for pity's sake, beware of prophet's stain. Or like the turning of the wheel, all come round again. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. Never was such hard times seen in England before. Hard times, hard times, hard times in old England. There never was such hard times seen in England before. Of course, that sort of thing could never happen nowadays, could it? Speculating COVID. That's the thing. Okay, that was a song from the first show that we did for Broadstairs, the Rise of Captain Swing. This is a song that we did for the last show that we've... No, they haven't told us it will be the last show. They've actually said we will be doing one this year. But yeah, we did one last year called "Where Are You Going To?", which was about Kentish emigration from in the 1830s to the 1870s, and it was a teaching friend of mine that wrote a book about it called "Farewell to Kent." You can find out all about the story about how people left the land and were paid to go away by their parishes, and they went and set up, you know, in New Zealand or Canada or South Africa, all over the place. So these people were kind of displaced and disappeared off and made their living elsewhere. So nothing really changes. It's still relevant, this song. Why do we go on this journey? Why do we go? Why do we go on this journey? Why do we go? Our land is taken from us. Our homes are taken from us. Our tongue is taken from us. That's why we go. That's why we go. What'll be beyond this journey? What will be beyond? What'll be beyond this journey? What beyond? A land of safe horizon, a land of new beginning, a land of open border, that's what we'll be, that's what we'll be. Who shall we see on this journey? Who shall we see? Who shall we see on this journey? Who shall we see? All those who went before us, all those who made before us, all those who fled before us, that's who we'll see. that's who will see. Who shall we hear on this journey? Who shall we hear? Who shall we hear on this journey? Who shall we hear? The wisdom of the wise ones, the weeping of the young ones, the whispering of the wild ones, that's who will hear, that's who will hear. How shall we know our journey's over? How shall we know? How shall we know our journey's over? How shall we know? When we never look behind us, we never look beside us. When we've sun and moon to guide us, that's how we'll know. That's how we'll know. That's what we'll hear. That's what we'll see. That's what we'll be. That's why we go. As I say, it's a song that's still relevant today. I wish it wasn't, but it is. That sounds like Mr. Morehan winding up. Yes. Yep, that's all right. It's only a harmonica rack. Yeah, we're doing. This is a Christmassy thing, because if you can't afford any presents, the obvious thing that you have to do is go and do a bit of shoplifting. So we're going to do a set called "Smash the Windows at Morrison's." Yes, smash the windows in Morrison's cheek. Okay. At your own liberty. I mean, it's your time you're wasting, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to do something a little bit local now, because we've had something that was talking about, sort of big news. Actually, we don't do much of that in any households around me. We tend to watch something a little simpler. So this is a song that picks up on the news stories where we are. I live in Tunbridge Wells, and I keep bumping into Chrissy Reedy around the place, and not deliberately. She's quite fast a mover, and so she rushes to and fro on stories and things, and I sort of come around the corner. Oh, there she is. So yes, this is a song that picks up on the local news, and there is a bit for everybody to join in. You'll get to it when we come there. Round about 6 it'll be time. Flick on the old TV. Shepherd's pie and a tray for tea time. One thing I gotta see. Meridian News. Try it. Meridian News. Top story this evening, right across Sussex and Kent. There's a doorknob missing in Chevening. No one knows where it went. Meridian News. There's a horse in a ditch dead over. His gingerbread full of fat. There's a 12-year-old dance bossing over, and a brand new museum of cats, bats, hats, rats. Meridian News, travel news. Well, the French docks have stopped handling M20's Operation Stand. There's a Eurostar stuck at Sandling. Travel as usual, in fact. Coming up baking cakes with capers, caterer's fatal mistake. But hey, we may reshuffle our papers. We'll see you after the break. Meridian News, they don't have one now, but Mr. Morehan's going to provide one. Reporter, so we sent him to stand in a flood. He was an inch or two shorter. You'd never see that bow tie for mud. Meridian News, sports news. Well, Eastbourne got a new biker, guaranteed Speedway star. Gillingham signed a new striker, hurrah! One who heads it under the bar. Meridian News. Last up, there's a treat for us. A man had trained his geese to honk the hallelujah chorus. Wonders will never cease. Meridian News. Well, I don't know about you, but I'd rather take in country ways than wince at the world's how's your father while trying to eat shepherd's pie from a tray. Meridian News. Meridian News, your last chance. Meridian News. Well played, Mr. Morehan, the Sultan of Swing over there. Either that and a handsome cabin boy, we can't decide. It's been a real bad week for Steve, actually, because he actually lost his job in the orange juice factory. He couldn't concentrate. And more Cracker Jacks coming your way. Oh, terrible. Well, he tried getting a job on the refuse collection, but he just couldn't pick it up. There. Boom, boom. But as you can see, he's now become a barber. He found it very easy to pick it up because he knows all the shortcuts. Okay, well, now this comes from a trip up the Shoreham Valley in wintertime. We thought we'd better do a few winter songs because, you know what, it isn't actually 90 degrees out there. It's a little bit cooler than that, but it's not actually frosty. This song was written when I went up the Shoreham Valley on a train and saw the hills very white, and lovely they were. But it's a song that you should think about these things when you're writing songs. It's a song called December Song, which means you can only sing it 1 month of the year. Where he thought, I should have called it Winter Song or something like that. That would give you another 2 months, wouldn't it? Anyway. So this is December. It's got a Johnny in bit, which I'm sure you'll pick up. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Was that an excuse? I like to walk the silence between the beechwood vale, when stark beneath dark branches purple sun grows pale, and ancient ways lie hidden that they outlast once more. When December, when December, when December comes to call, the quiet turning of the earth causes mist to rise from ditches and from hedgerows to the open skies, and old tracks on the ridgeway whiten to the core. When December, when December, when December comes to all, wild rooks above their kingdoms wheel their mastery complete. Furrows of the frosted field are stiff with winter weeds, and all good creatures sleep neath the shelter they have stored. When December, and all its colors run. Long hill and cloud and a memory melded into one. Who shall recall these short, short days, harsh weathers and their fall? When December, when December, when December turns once more. When December, when December, when December turns once more. Thank you.
I'm just going to interrupt for 2 minutes to talk to the people at home to say, please could you, if you are in a position to give a donation to the concert this evening, please could you do that? Because it's really important. Every penny that you give goes towards the putting on of these events. And it's really important to keep live music going. And just to give you a hint as to how much to give, perhaps, Bob is a bit of an expert. It's a bit of a fanatic, an obsessive maybe about trains. And so I wondered. So I looked up the price of an off-peak ticket to Canterbury, which with a rail card. You can get for around about a £5. So if you could possibly think about, giving multiples of that, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much. And I also wonder whether I should be telling Bob that he's wearing a Mohican this evening. He's clearly not looked at the live stream picture. Yeah. But that's better. Thank you very much.
That was my Tintin impersonation.
It was your Tintin impersonation. Now, do either of you have any way that anybody who's not in the room can get your music? Are you on Spotify or anything of that ilk?
No. The only way you can get is to see us live.
Well, there's a thing. You have to come to concerts.
So places like
Brilliant.
Rosslyn.
Yeah. So, yeah. Good.
We can guarantee it's never going to be the same again.
No, every time is different.
No. Lovely. Okay, back to you two. Thank you very much. Sorry for interrupting.
Seriously, we would like to thank everybody at Rosslyn for putting on this event and events throughout the year. I think it's absolutely cracking. The number of things I've come to things other than when I've been playing, purely because they have such a good guest list. And so thank you very much to absolutely everybody at Rosslyn for making this wonderful venue. And all that when they've already booked us. And for Una round the corner, who's going to do cakes in a minute. I go, that's going to be even better. Do you want to start that again? Do you want to start that again? Because I came in on 7. Hang on a minute. This is Dingle's Regatta and Sweets of May, and I was going to play the harmonica, but I'm going to let Steve do it on his own. Thank you.
Actually, we normally Bob plays over the other way around, doesn't he?
I play it the other way round, upside down and backwards. Yeah.
Don't worry about that. We'll turn that over.
Yeah, this is another song from the show we did for Broadstairs this year. The Where Are You Going To? Well, what we did do was move on from immigration to travel and modern travel, and so this is a kind of 1960s. You can imagine, you know, we can take ourselves away from here, and we can get ourselves out onto a beach somewhere. And then we can come back and bring all our viruses with us and spread them around the community with gay abandon. But you do a lot of that, don't you? You go off to Portugal and places. Yeah. So this actually was trying to recapture the atmosphere of 1960s and 70s jet travel. So it's got a little bit that fits at the beginning. And you can join in with various bits of it. It's quite straightforward. But the chorus, which will turn up, is actually telling you that, what is it? However far you go, the things that you take with you stay the same. Touching down, crossing the holy ground, out of town, sights to see. Where not to go, no kind of easy road, a long way to go just to be free. Every different point of view becomes a kind of truth forever remembered. Markets and dust, what is there here to trust? Unfamiliar notes and a key, beggars' beliefs, merchants and mystery thieves, laying their hands on history, and every different point of view becomes a kind of true forever remembered. Like the heat of the day, all we say fades away. The man in the shade wants a deal on what he's made. We could stay here into the grip of the stars. Play it again. Would it turn out the same? You have to be near to get so far. And every different point of view becomes a kind of true we'll ever remember. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da. Now we had the tune for that actually came out in that was around about the middle of the 1980s, when I knew expensive chords and my fingers could play them. So I sort of drew on it and wrote new words for it. It's always interesting going back on your songbooks and seeing what there is there. But we'll do one now for you all to join in to. This is where I actually used to go for my holidays, as opposed to where I would have liked to have gone. Well, I did really like going there. Romney Marsh. Romney Marsh is a wonderful place to go on holiday because it's got the Romney Hythe and Dymchurch Railway, it's got all the sea and sun you could want, and ice creams. It's got that as well. But this is a song, as you know, about the famous smuggler of Romney Marsh, who was not real. He was invented by Russell Thorndike. What a wonderful name for a writer. Russell Thorndike, but he was in fact Sybil's brother. And he wrote 7 very bloodthirsty Dr. Sin books, which was great, except that they got banned from schools for being too bloodthirsty. When people's arms got hacked, they stayed off. You know, it wasn't like one of these computer games and things where they're going to reattach them, and so it was far too unpleasant for children to cope with. Which is a bit strange now, considering all the video games where you're supposed to drive at pedestrians. You know, the way of earning points in one of them is to run over old people. So this is a precursor of that sort of thing. And down the road he strode alone by open dykes and rushes green. Near Dymchurch did I turn to watch sunset o'er the down. Beyond the seawall waves did laugh, Walscott water without sound. Where are you going to? Way tonight, we're looking out for Dr. Sin. The night was still and moonless as down I lay to sleep. No sound was there but seagull cries or sudden silence among the sheep. Then slow the moon rose o'er the land, fresh a blue sea wind. At once a single shot I heard, and the distant cries a desperate man. Where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? Cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sid. Dick's quickly sped, stumbling man in haste, and faster on those footsteps pressed the smuggling man in deadly chase. The blind moon gleamed with sharpest edge, sea wind died to calm, then no goodbye breeze whispered while dark waters washed away along. Where is it that you have been? Cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sid. Cold dew of dawn lay on the grass before I did their eyes, expecting then that I should see a silenced man before my eyes. But no one walks the marsh at night, bound on to hide from ride, without the dark reeds whispering, while quiet waters make reply. Where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? You cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sid. Where are you going to? Where is it that you have been? Cannot pass this way tonight. We're looking out for Dr. Sid. Thank you.
Right, read it out.
Oh, read it out. Roger.
Roger.
Roger. Hey.
Fantastic. Right, and for the chocolate orange.
Whoa. Sorry. It is Hamish Bell.
Oh,
Hey, over there. That was worth the trip, wasn't it? I'm guessing that somebody else is going to be eating some of that. Young man there, sorry, I can't remember his name. Douglas. He came into the woodshed, played some incredible bass on acoustic instruments. I think we should watch out for Douglas. Yeah. Yeah, we've got to depart now. Now we're going to get party-wise. There are various people with things to blow. There are humbugs here. Would you like to pass around the humbugs, Chris, and you can have one after? I should get decorative. Una. Una's sitting there with some lights on, and she's laughing at me. Right, here we go. This is all valuable stuff, live streamers. Steve's just going to turn me on, and we're. Yay! He's done it. I think my hat's disappeared, but anyway. Right. This is a song that came from 1935. Around about then, everything was... depression was over, and they were making all sorts of things in the factories, and a lot of money was about, and people went off to holidays to Blackpool and places like that to hear songs like this. 1935, this was broadcast on the BBC. And it's called Everybody's Got to Have a Good Time. I mean, that ended well, didn't it? If you're feeling gay, want to shout hooray. Oh dear. If you're feeling gay, want to shout hooray. Hey, ready for some fun and jollity? I'll tell you what you have to do. Grab your hat and come along with me. Let's all have a jolly good time. Let's all have a bit of a spree. Play with it. Let's all get together in a gang. Make it a party that goes with a bang. Let's all have a jolly good time for the sake of old lang syne. Say chin chin. Let's all have a jolly good time, Mr. Morehan. Don't let worries in, wear a happy grin, and your troubles all will fly away. Never mope, where there's life there's hope. Send the invitations out and say, let's all have a jolly good time. Let's all have a bit of a spree. Let's all get together in a gang. Make it a party that goes with a bang. Let's all have a jolly good time for the sake of old lang syne. Say chin chin, let the fun begin. Let's all have a jolly good time. Let's all have a jolly good time. Let's all have a bit of spree. Let's have a cheer. Let's all get together in a gang. Make it a party that goes with a bang. Let's all have a jolly good time for the sake of old lang syne. Say chin chin and let the fun begin. Let's all have a jolly good. Let's all have a jolly good. Let's all have a jolly good
Hooray!
Well played, everybody.
Bob Kenward!
Support live music wherever it is.
Bob Kenward and Steve Morehan! Way!
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And they were really really posh swannies, weren't they? Yeah, I've never seen one like that before. Amazing. Okay, can I thank, please, Andrew and Phil and John and Grace doing the cameras, and Chris and Lizzie in Galashiels doing posting all over the interwebby thing, and in her pinny at the bar, Una! Yay! Thank you. Next week we have sold out Tim Eady, which is going to be great. And on the 31st, we've got a sold-out Kaylee with proper pipes for New Year. I know. Can you imagine pipes in here? It's going to be great. Yeah. January 11th, we've got Gabriel Moreno and Ned Cartwright. Fantastic. Yeah, they're very, very good. Yes. And on January the 18th, we've got Anthony John Clark and Julia Porter plugging their DVD, What They Did Here, with Dave Pegg. So if you want a Christmas present, just saying, it's available here. Yeah, oh, there they are. Look. Modelled by the lovely Una. Brilliant. Okay, we've got jazz here on Wednesday. We've got, what else have we got? Lots of things going on. Look at the website. So next week, we've got Tim Eady. You can watch on the live stream, or if you bought tickets, please come along. And I'll see you then. But thank you, Bob and Steve. That's great.
Thank you.
Great set. Now, in the second half, not only are they going to do a Q&A and another set, but also we've got our John doing a song as well, which is very exciting. Yeah. So I'm sorry you at home, you're going to miss out. Yeah. Never mind. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much. My name's Morehan Butler. This is Rosalind Court. Let's keep music live. Thank you.
Hurrah.